Off tape, it's the off tape. This is the off tape. This is the
Hello guys, it's your boy Jeff the Roller, the host of the Off Tape Show, and today we have the legendary Eddy Remedy. Eddy Remedy, whose real name is Edward Ashiedu Brown. He's a Nigerian musician and a songwriter. He started his music career in the late 90s as a member of the group The Remedies, with whom he released the hit song Sakomo. After the group was disbanded, he launched a solo career and released his debut album Eddy under Kennis Music in 2002, which featured popular tracks, such as Wagba Control and Aye Mitemi. Right now, about to have Eddy Remedy on the Off Tape Show, to talk more about the Remedies, the journey, how they started. And Eddy right now is in the United States of America. So much fights to get him on this show. After weeks and weeks and trying because of his schedule over there. And luckily, we have him on the Off Tape Show, today. So this will be a fantastic episode 10. I want you to get your popcorn. Mostly for the Gen Zs, the younger generation. Just take your pads because you're about to learn so much how hip hop was birthed in Africa, and how Nigerian music, started and evolved, and the pioneers that made all of them happen. So sit tight.
It's the off tape. This is the off tape show. Off tape. It's the off tape. This is the off tape show.
Okay, sir. It's good to have you. It's your boy Jeff the Ruler. Welcome to the Off Tape Show.
Thank you, Jeff.
The Off Tape Show is actually a show specifically for legends. We the last episode 9 we had Papa Orisuleki. Blessed, I really respect the time I had with him. So much knowledge that we learned from him. And I've done a Plantation Boys edition already, which we talked about their legacy and actually what they have done. I spoke with Blackface, and I spoke with Ruggedman as well. So, and hip hop is actually one of the reasons why I'm doing this show. And I cannot be doing this show without talking about Remedies, because I actually performed Sakomo as a child on the show. If I used to spray me money when I used to perform, after your verse, I'll get to Idris' verse, I'll do everything. So yes.
That means you owe me some money then.
I owe you performance right. It's true, I owe you some performance royalty. Yeah, but I actually some memories that I have that are very priceless to me, that I hold dear to my heart. And I cannot be doing this show without honoring you. The lead singer of the group. Your part besides the rap was actually the version, apart from the MC Light version that we know, the Nigerian established version of Sakomo, which was a breakthrough for Nigerian music industry. So, sir, ladies and gentlemen, we have Eddy Remedy, one of the duo of the Remedies in the house. And sir, I always say that this show is for research purposes. It's for the young people to, when they are making their research, they will know who are the people who actually made the foundation for the Burner Boys, the Whiskey, the MI, and the likes, and all of them.
That's true.
And so, sir, we want to start with introduce this to us. How did you get into at what age did you get music? Like at what age? Like Michael Jackson, you say he started by 3. What would you say for time?
I don't know. For me, music, I think it's just like every other man's story. Like every other great musician that has come up, I found out that most of them, their beginning was actually as babies.
Yes.
Yes. For me, my mom used to tell me, back then when we were kids, growing up, because my mom had 8 kids, 8, and I am from a family that has that 8 and then 5 girls and 3 boys.
Yeah.
So I was the second boy, and I'm in the middle. I'm the middle child. Out of 8, I was the 4th child. So you know what people say about the first child and the last child, last born, that last born syndrome and the first born syndrome. I had this middle child syndrome that was in between everybody. I was experiencing something different.
Yeah.
I was the one. I was like a peacemaker in my house.
Yeah.
Yet I was the discover man. I was the one that would go and discover things because I was the more outgoing.
Yeah.
I came from a Jehovah Witness family. Yeah, and
can imagine.
A lot of restrictions. You couldn't do things.
Yes.
But I would go out there and explore.
Yeah.
I was the only bad, like I was the bad sheep of the family. I was always very confident and knew myself right from time. My mom told me that I would sing in her stomach when she was pregnant. So when I came out and started primary school, I remember I was in early primary school back then. I would be beating the tables. While I beat the tables during break time.
Don't even know why you're doing it.
Yeah, I don't go out with the other kids to break. I'm still in the class. That's where I would eat my lunch. That's where I would do everything I want to do during break. I would not go and wrestle with the kids or play, what the kids do during break time in school.
Yes.
I don't do all that.
Yes.
I am inside the classroom beating the tables. I will gather like 1, 2, 3 tables because I know that those tables will make different sounds. I wanted to get different sound. That's what I wanted.
Experimenting.
Once I hear different sound, I am rolling, I am spitting on something, I am singing, I am rapping, I am doing something. You understand? So I never went to a music school.
Yes, I feel.
I didn't go to a music school. It was just like that.
Yeah.
I knew tones, I knew sounds, I started knowing even about waves.
Yeah, shut that door.
When I was in Yaba Tech was when I got involved with some producers. I'll be like a studio rat, going to studios to see what others were doing. I was learning more about waves. That these songs that we sing out of the mouth, they are called waves when they get into the system.
Yes.
So the waves were different from the beats.
Yes.
Oh, I discovered that. I said, okay. Also from the studio, I discovered that you can bring the waves and the beats together. You can quantize the two. It was called quantizing.
Yes.
You can quantize the two of them.
Yes.
And then they become one. And you begin to hear a full song. Wow. So all that I kept learning. Just being a studio rat in the studio. It wasn't that I was employed or anything. No, I would go there every day. I say this because, like you said, your program is to encourage the youth and also leave a record for the youth to see. This is just encouraging them that, look, whatever you put your mind into, you just must go on pursuing that thing. Some people put their mind into something, they plan something, say they want to become like something. You want to become a doctor, but you're always going to a mechanic's shop.
Yes.
You want to become a mechanic, but you're always going to a trader's shop.
This is a metaphor.
You got it mixed up. You got it mixed up, bro. Because you have to be focused. When they say heaven meets those who helps themselves, heaven will meet you. Because it's just there. It's a thing that is programmed by God. The problem with us in the whole world now and music itself is that but that's a topic that we'll talk about later.
Yes.
Yeah. People have left God. There's a creator.
Yes.
I don't care about church. I don't care about the mosque. I don't care what religion you are.
Yes.
But to help everything we do, including our music, we have to go back and remember.
Yes.
We started like that from school.
Okay, sir. Okay, so
got inspired
I will go to
when
my
I was
next.
little.
I'll go to my next question. And when did you write your first rhyme? Like, when would you say this was my first rhyme? At what age you have conceptualized your own ideas and you're putting it into paper? Okay, this is my first rhyme. At what age?
So like the first time I wrote my first rhyme was the first time I wrote my first song. And that was, if I can remember very well, clearly, that was actually that was in '97. That was in Igbobi College.
What age are you at this time?
College. Because I was in Igbobi College. It was like maybe Igbobi College. I think I was probably 19. Yeah, 19 or 20. So I was in Ibobi College, and I was playing soccer. I was very good in soccer. As a matter of fact, anybody that knew me, my parents, my brothers, sisters, every friend, would think that I would have become a soccer star.
Soccer star.
Yeah.
I don't know what is this
Why?
thing between footballers and musicians. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's rhythm.
Okay.
It's rhythm.
Okay.
Two of them have rhythm.
Okay.
Football has rhythm. Music has rhythm.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah. Check out Okocha. Check out Okocha. And people like Ronaldinho. They dance.
Yes.
They dance when they play.
Yes.
They beat you with their dance. They beat you with their dance.
Yes, it's
almost
true.
almost all kinds of sports, but especially soccer. Almost all kinds of sports is related to music.
Yes.
If you check boxing, yes, boxing, you dodge like that.
Yes.
You like you're like dancing to music.
Yes.
Your opponent will miss punching you sometimes.
Yes.
True,
so very true. Very, very true.
Yeah. That's the relationship.
Very, very true.
Between
okay, so I'll go to my next question. Like, who inspired your style? Like when you were growing up, you were having all these formations.
Wow. This one is good.
So who can you say inspired? Okay.
There are three people. There's the great Bob Nesta Marley. There's the great Abamieda Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And there's the great. You see, out of three of them, two are dead, but one is alive. The third one is Lionel Richie.
Oh, Baba the Baba, the ever young.
So now, if you look at the three of them, check the combination. If you see the word combination, that is what you find in Eddy Remedy.
Yes.
Those three.
Yes.
Check those three.
Yes.
Listen to their music. You will see all their music in my personality. So,
sorry about
you understand?
That. Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
You'll see their music in my personality. And then that's how I grew. For the singing part, it was Lionel Richie.
Yes.
He was golden. When he commands every line.
Yes.
Every line. You must feel every line that Lionel Richie is singing about. For you to get the feel of the song. He puts you into the real feel of the song.
Yes.
Today, I have somebody like that I respect like him. Now a new generation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's John Legend.
Oh, yes.
John Legend. Right. Now, those people are great writers and great delivers, and they render,
Yes.
So I grew up listening to Lionel Richie and singing his songs.
Yes.
Now, I grew up also listening to Fela because of the rap. It was from Fela I got rap. Yeah, I saw hip hop, a lot of hip hop in Fela.
That people didn't see. A lot of people didn't see.
No, everything Fela was doing he was rapping. He was rapping. It was you. It was the listeners and you people watching him and viewers watching him that had their own perspective. They interpreted their own perspective.
Yes.
Oh, Fela sabi sing go. Fela sing about this. So Fela sing go. Fela was a rapper.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a rapper. That's a lyricist.
Yes.
That had bars upon bars upon bars. That's like Tupac. Nobody's like Fela and Tupac.
Yes. I swear. Because his lyrics are still taught in schools now. So
Believe. We can feel him living among us. And that's from his works.
Yes.
The same thing with Tupac. You can feel Tupac living among us. That's why people are saying he's alive, he's somewhere, he's alive. They can feel the music. The music is still alive.
Yes.
You think the man is alive because the music is alive.
Yes. And now I understand why when Michael Jackson wanted to write We Are the World, they had to go to Lionel Richie. It's not like there were no other people.
Who is he?
I even saw when he and Lionel Richie sat on the floor. They were writing the song together.
He must go there.
I know that there's this songwriting that he knows Lionel Richie because Michael Jackson always does things with the best. So
how about We Are the World? How about We Are the World? The same
That's
thing
what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying now. We Are the World now.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. They both wrote it together, two of them. And if you look at the documentary, they were sitting on the floor together like small children when they were writing the song. Two of them. So like it was beautiful. Okay, I will lead me to my next questions. I wanted to ask now, how did you meet Idris, sir? Mr. Abdulkareem? How did both of you meet to form this duo?
Okay, I was I finished from Yabatech, so 2 years to 3. Let me see. I finished served 93. So 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. I met him in 97. DJ Shino was having a show in Offa.
Okay.
Ilorin. And I had been rocking Lagos as an upcoming artist.
Very vibrant everywhere.
I opened for Fela in 1995.
Oh, wow.
I opened for Fela and Nicola Bukuti.
Yeah.
I was an upcoming artist. But they brought
the resilience.
Yeah, but because they know I've been popular in all the universities. And this show was happening in a stadium in a university.
Okay.
So they had to bring me. Onyeka was in that show. But I opened for Fela.
Yes.
And that was the day Fela recognized me and looked at me and said, "This guy is going to be big." He was telling Babani next to him. I don't know if you know Babani.
Yes, I've heard of Babani.
Yeah, Babani was the leader of Egypt 80 band, Fela's band. So he was telling Babani, see this boy. This boy is a superstar. They look at him. They look this boy. They look this boy. Finish.
Yeah.
Before then, I wanted to tell him some things that day, but we didn't have time. Because before then, when I was in the Bobby College, I used to go to with my uniform every Tuesday, Thursday. Fela would rehearse with his band, and I used to leave Bobby College at Friday.
Yes.
We lived at GRA Ikeja.
Yes.
But I'm in school in Bobby College at Friday. After I closed from school, I will come back in a bus and go straight to the shrine. I was that boy that Fela would say, "Leave him alone," because they know that was the Bobby uniform.
Yes.
The boys at the gate. But they didn't want me to enter as a student. But Fela would tell them, "Leave that boy, leave that student, make him enter."
Yeah.
Then I will enter. I will hang at Fela's VIP side on the right because this is the stage facing us. Yes. Fela on the right side, like Fela's best friends are always on the right side when anytime Fela is rehearsing or playing. So he will put me there. He will just point there. Go and join my people. I'll just go there and stay and watch Fela rehearse with Dede, with KG Hamilton. With KG Hamilton. KG Hamilton is a pastor now. With KG Hamilton, in fact, after Babani, it was KG Hamilton that was next to Fela, that was leading the band. Because KG Hamilton was writing all the piano playings. KG Hamilton was a guru. Fela taught him how to play piano. But that guy could play piano more than anybody in that band. KG Hamilton, go and check him up. He's
and this was a golden moment, like having the opportunity to watch Fela,
I'm telling you, all these artists now, even the ones even Bonner, that took up a little bit of style of Fela, he tried though. I must give Bonner a lot of kudos because he never even met Fela, I'm sure.
Yes.
We
met grandfather.
Fela.
It was his grandfather that managed Fela. His grandfather.
You understand? It was his grandfather that managed Fela. So he must have studied all the music of Fela and videos there back then. Yes, but that's why I give him a lot of kudos because he wasn't even there.
Yes,
but look
and
at
yet
what
he understood the assignment.
He understood the message. That's an artist that works hard.
Yes.
Every good artist that's going to make it in life never sleeps.
Yes.
You work hard. Because you want to be on top. You work hard every day.
Yes.
So I think that was why, that's why Bonner is very good. He works hard every day. And it's like Olamide. Another good hard worker is Olamide.
Yes.
When he came out, Olamide didn't sleep.
Yes.
But I would hear about Olamide every day. I was with these people. I was with Sam Clef most of the time.
Sam Clef, the producer.
Remember all these boys? Look, remember I was a king in Ogba. I remember that all these boys passed through Ogba.
Yes.
With Olamide, Whiskey.
Yes.
All under Sam Clef. And who was Sam Clef under? Sam Clef was under me. Sam Clef was my boy in Ogba.
You see, and he was the one that produced the whole Whiskey's first album.
He's the one that produced all the hits of these boys that are making the hit today. So you see, one way or the other, I've always been connected in their lives, one way or the other. Sometimes I walk into the studio while some of them are working. I give a little advice. I walk out.
Yes.
Thank God.
Was it at this show that you met Idris, or it was after the show?
No. It was at the show because during the show at Offa, when she got me a hotel first. After all the upcoming artists, that were there. There was Earthquake was there.
Earthquake.
There was a group like Maintain. There was but without Bamo. I didn't see Bamo with them. Who was there again? No, not Earthquake. Earthquake was there, but not maintained. A couple of people were just there that I can't remember now. So nice artists, and I seem to be the most popular to the man that was doing the shows, to Shio.
Yes.
Because he must have dealt with everybody, right?
Yes.
To have invited each artist from where they came from. Now, it looked like I was because he got me an hotel room first.
See?
Yeah. So everybody, all the other artists were still sitting out with Idris. I saw all of them still sitting outside. He had gotten me a room. So I was in my room upstairs looked at them downstairs. I started smoking. I started taking care of myself, prepping myself. And then I saw one of them he was rapping. I'm like, that's Idris. He kept rapping. Everybody was freestyling down there. He kept rapping. These people were there too. X Appeal.
Oh, X Appeal.
Yeah,
just all them people I've not seen in a while.
But they were not complete. So it went on like that. So I marked him and said, that's that guy. I want to meet that guy. We now had our show. They played all of them. They played everybody. Then they played Idris. They got them their rooms later. Oh, I missed something. When I looked at Idris from up there, I now said, okay, look, I sent one of the hotel attendants to go invite some of the guys. Just invite them, come to my room. Because it's not fair for these guys to keep artists downstairs.
Yes.
Right? I felt really bad that I was the only one up there. So I called them. I said, let everybody come to my room. So they all came to my room. It was my room that we met. I met, okay, who are you? My name is Eddy. Okay, Idris abdulkareem. Okay, X Appeal. So their third person now even came. You understand? We all met, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we all started singing. These are musicians in the room. You understand? Everybody started singing. So I started doing I picked up my chorus. Sakomo. Mi ò dancing key, body me, they heard it and man, this is the hook line, man, fuck. Everybody started dropping bars on that hook line. Because me, I first dropped my bars. When I did that, I went like, rap, slam, jam, the baby, let's scramble. Here come the rhyme, your soul, let's tango. I say, my name, na Eddy. Hopping on the mic, I couldn't go like that. And these boys, they look say, oh, Bobs. So everybody started dropping. That's how we came to X Appeal. I saw them drop their harmony. They were harmonizing, three of them. Oh, it was interesting. They harmonized into the same song. They still did their own version of it. Sakomo, they were harmonizing, and it was sweet. It sounded good. Both of us had fun. Then DJ Shino came and said, "Oh yeah, he has gotten the rooms for all the other ones. Look, you will share with you will share with you all in my room." And he took them up, and everybody went. I told them, "Okay, guys, we'll see you later in the show." Blah, blah, blah. That was it. Look, do you know? I said this. I have to remember this part because this was the part that I think made X Appeal. I don't know if you heard the story when Sakomo blew up in 97, 98.
Yes.
The first obstacle we came across was that a group like X Appeal as a group came out and said they were the ones that wrote that song, or that they were part of that song.
I think there was a controversy like that. Yes, it's true. It's true. Yes.
I think it's because of that, and two, because of the fact that when I was in Yabatech, they were in Unilag. The same years we spent. And I used to go play in Unilag. They used to come play as upcoming artists in Yabatech. I did not know them as the upcoming artists coming to play in Yabatech, but I always saw them when I went to play in Unilag. And sometimes some of those Unilag artists, when I'm playing my last song, and this Achorongi is always my last song. It was my hit song in school. Yes. Everybody knew me with it in school.
Imagine, so it has been there before even pre-recorded.
This song lasted 10 years in my hands because I started writing Sakomo in 86 in Igbobi. Wow. Igbobi College, yeah. As a song, I started writing it gradually in Igbobi College. It matured well when I got into Yabatech.
Okay.
Also, imagine the years it has spent with me. From if you started writing songs from 86, 87, and then you came out in 1997 with the song as a hit.
Wow.
Isn't that 10 years?
Over 10 years.
Okay, let me blow your mind. Even Idris Abdulkareem, where we came out the same year, he's my brother for life, but come on, I still love him. But he claimed that he wrote the song. He himself claimed that he wrote the song too. That song, everybody wanted that song.
There was something about it. It was a defining moment for our industry, actually.
It was. Everybody wanted to claim that they were the owners of that song. That fucking song, I wrote that fucking song. For records, I'm saying that in front of your camera right now like this with a lot of passion so that people can stop talking.
Yes.
I wrote with my sweat, my blood.
Yes.
For some people to come into the group and eat with me. I wrote that song that made us what we are today.
Yes.
And I give glory to God Almighty.
Yes.
For giving me everything to write that song.
Yes, and the production was very good. Like, where did you record the song?
Because we did not have one producer. At first, with the first day I introduced that song to Idris, he went. That was India, but we had not even become Remedies.
Okay.
I want to tell you the story very well, So let me go back to that story in Offa, because that's where the story is coming from, to how we matured into Remedies.
Yes.
That show at Offa. So after that show, after he played, everybody loved him. Then I played last. Everybody loved it. And it looked like it was the two of us that we made the major good artists in that show. So even Shino himself came and said it, and then I said, okay, man, I like this guy, Shino. When he come Lagos, you say he's here now in Ilorin. You say yes, Ilorin and Kano. I said, okay, when he comes to Lagos, because Shino says anytime he comes to Lagos, he hangs out with him. I said, okay, when he comes to Lagos, let me know so that we can do some things together. This is a rapper now.
Yes.
Shino say yes, that correct rapper. I say correct. Okay, no problem. Idris Karim, Eddy. I was using Eddie Montana at that time.
Yes, Montana. Yes.
Yeah. So we left. That was it. Even called people almost killed me that night in that hotel.
My God.
Yeah, I left. My people protected me. We left. We got back to Lagos. Just a few months after that was when Yabatek had Miss Yabatek. They've always, when I was in school, I was the major artist that played for Yabatek as an upcoming artist. But they will call a big musician international that they know, like Sonia Ade. Sonia Ade used to come play at Orfela, or big artists will come.
Yes, yes.
So a big artist didn't come in this particular one that day. They showcased all the upcoming they've been showcasing during the year, the best of them, and then they put me last to be the major last artist that will play.
Yes.
All this while I had met Edward and Blackie.
Yes.
Yeah. So because Blackie was in his final year when I entered I think when I was in my second year of Yabatek, or when I entered Yabatek.
The music star Blackie, yeah? Blackie.
Yeah, Blackie.
You are the one.
He was Edward. He's Edward. I'm Edward.
Okay.
So because of that, we met at Unilag briefly. He knew, but people like Blackie knew too that I was going to blow up.
Yes.
People like Raskimono was close. They came close to my family. They knew that I was going to blow up. Majek Fashek was close to my family. They knew he was saying it. He knew I was going to blow up. Majek even told me to join his band that time. I said I don't want to join a band. I want to lead a band.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I told them. I told Danny Wilson too. Danny Wilson wanted me to join his band. I said no, I would lead a band.
Yes.
If you ask Danny Wilson, ask Lieutenant Shotgun.
Lieutenant Shotgun, I know you very well. I know you very well.
Those are my people. They will tell you these stories I'm telling you. Then Yabatek was like booming. OJB was in Yabatek. I was in Yabatek.
Yes.
Paul Play's brother Victor, IK Dairo, was in Yabatek. He kept telling me about his brother Paul Play. That is one kid brother he has. Paul Play is a bad producer. He's singing so bad. I said I want to meet him. All this while, instead of meeting him, it was Idris and I met. You understand?
Destiny.
So, yes, and Ruggedman was there too. Ruggedman was with us in Abuloja, because Abuloja was behind Yabatek, between Yabatek and Unilag.
Yes, because Rugged went to Yaba too. It's true.
Wait, they tell you story. It was Ruggedman that was supposed to feature in that Sakomo.
It's a lie.
Yes, but when I met Idris in Offa, I had a different. Idris had more. There was this glamour, commercial glamour in his writing.
Wow.
When somebody goes to reggae, the fuck of the swing, the reggae, the kind of reggae, the fuck of the swing, the people ask them what the fuck of the swing, and I think they're talking about. Look, I want that.
Yeah.
I told myself, I want that shit.
Yes.
He's flipping.
Yes.
And Flipping was raining back, back
That
then. When,
time,
when we were
yes,
growing up and we were watching hip hop in America, they say,
yes.
"You think the
All
gonna
the
the
big
fast
daddy
break? You think
came.
the fucking the break game? You think the
Yes,
bump it? I think the big little bump it." And it making
yes,
sound.
yes. Big daddy came them. Jay-Z used to
Big
write like
Daddy,
that at
thank
one
you, Big
point.
Daddy Kane's, and
Jay-Z used to even rap like that at one point
even
before he
Jay Z,
switched.
yeah,
Yes.
So that was rap. That was making sense to me, and I had to sing it. So I said, let's merge both together. You know, I had more of that in Idris than I had it in Ruggedman. But to tell you the truth, Ruggedman was deeper and was writing real conscious lyrics.
Yes.
So that's the difference between two of them. But I chose. So it went like that. My heart was with Idris. You know, I got back to Lagos. He contacted, I played in that show in Yabatech, and I met the crew of Chelsea Grand Slam. Jesus Christ. That was the most popular crew in the country.
Yes.
The crew of Steve Kadiri, one lady like that, Ogudaga, Helen Ogudaga or something like that.
Yes.
They had, and then them Keke were there. Everybody was just there. The whole Ray
Yes.
Power crew. And they were going from school to school, Brown carrying Ray Power and Chelsea dry gin and blah, blah, blah. They told us they were coming that night in Yabatech. No, they didn't tell us. They told the organizers, because I wasn't part of the organizers. The organizers had paid me half to come to that show. So me and my girlfriend, Kemi Adiayeni, back then. Now she's Kemi Adebrahimo. Now me and her, I can't forget her name. I can't forget her forever, because why? She played a role too in this hip hop game.
Yes, the journey.
She was the one. I almost did not go to that show because of my ego and my pride. I said, man, shit, I'm not going to this show because they have not paid, the full payment. And I want them to pay full before, because
Yes.
after student shows are like that.
Everybody
After
don't
shows like
begin
this,
the
everything's scattered. Students
yes.
start to run. So me, I wanted my money before anything. So I said, I'm not going until they come and give me my money. Like they came to my room the first time to give me my money. So she said, look, Eddie, this might be your break. Look at all the cloud. Look at all the publicity they've done for this show. Look at the crowd that's coming to this show. Everybody in my hostel is talking about it. You are going to this show, or else me and you are not going to be together anymore.
Yes.
She threatened me with our relationship. I said, okay, and I shut up. I said, okay, to the show we go. And that was the show that made my life better.
See, that was where you met Keke then, Abi.
Yeah, I can never forget her. Look, that's not the issue of Keke. That story is not the issue of Keke. It was the issue of Steve Kadiri. We should celebrate Steve Kadiri there. Because Steve Kadiri was the one, he was the one that discovered the sound. Shit. Look, I always like to give kudos to who especially belong. Keke. But the first people that discovered my sound was Steve Kadiri on stage. Who was that DJ? God bless that DJ. I can't remember that DJ anymore. But bro, they were telling me they saw the crowd reaction. They saw the student. My students went wild when I was playing Sakomo. 2 songs I played that went wild. Sowopo and Sakomo. Sowopo was like for Nigeria. Ara, ejeka Sowopo. Ejeka tu ilẹ̀ yìí ṣe ye ara. Ara, ejeka Sowopo. Ejeka Sowopo. Ejeka tu Nigeria ṣe
Beautiful melody.
That was the song. The crazy song back then in school. So I'll play that one first before I play my Sakomo. So from there, when it said, okay, you are going to come to Ray Power the next morning to record this song. This is too good. Look at the crowd, gone wild. So even after then, they started taking me with them to other schools to finish up the Ray Power.
Yes,
so now they said that I must come and record on Monday. This was happening on Friday of the week. So we had Saturday, Sunday in between before I would go to Ray Power on Monday. So when they left, me and my girlfriend Kennis celebrated with our friends. We all had pictures. We had fun. We thank God. We prayed. I cried. We thank God. Everybody cried. We prayed that this is it. It has happened.
Break.
So I said, but I need a rapper. I want to get a rapper. I'll be too tired when we are recording all these songs if I have to do all the rapping and the singing by myself. They agreed with me. My girlfriend agreed. I said, I'm going to get that one guy I saw in Offa that last weekend. DJ Shino said he's coming this weekend. Said we'll be in his house. I should check him. They say, who? I say, Idris. Say, when I bring him, all of you guys will see him. I then went to, it was just 10 minutes from me, because that was happening inside Abate compound. I then went to Abuloja, just behind us. DJ Dami. God bless DJ Dami. DJ Dami, his name is in the movement too now, because he was a pioneer. He encouraged me a lot. He would record these instrumentals that I was using, like that I just to work more that I sang to you.
Yes.
We were using boom, ta, 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 boom, ta, ta,
I'm telling you. The bass.
What you want from me?
Yes.
That was what I was using for.
Yes.
Sure, you feel them. You feel it now.
Yes.
Now, this is the new brand. This is the new sound I brought in. This is where what they're calling Afrobeat now.
Yes.
I felt that fella had Afrobeat already.
Yes, that was the beat without the S. We are talking of the contemporary
Afrobeat, because fella has Afrobeat, and Afrobeat is a different genre.
Yes.
Way of music entirely. Yes. It's our own. I called it Afro hip hop.
Yes.
But people didn't agree with me. They said, Africa, how can I use Afro? Afro is for the whole of Africa. Afro does not mean Nigeria. How can we have to make it Nigerian? I said, let's leave it at Afro hip hop. They said no. People like Ayo Animashao, people like because Ayo Animashao was becoming a voice. He had a magazine, a hip hop magazine. He opened because of us.
Yes, hip hop magazine.
We were the first people to be interviewed in hip hop. I'm giving you history now.
Yes, you are always on the paper. I remember, I used to have one of your editions
to be interviewed in hip hop magazine. So Ayo started growing because of that. Now he's growing. He felt that okay, he had mouth. He could now talk about how this movement should go. Ayo was one of the people that changed his name to Afrobeat.
Yes.
He said it out, and then people like Tribesmen followed and said, yeah, it shouldn't be Afro hip hop. Yeah, it should be Afrobeat. Okay, now it's Afrobeat today. We are named Afrobeat. Thank God. But I can tell all of them and challenge them that Afrobeat that you have named it, there's somebody that owns Afrobeat and he's dead, and we are all celebrating him. That's Fela Nicola Kuti. Are you telling me that we are playing Fela Nicola Kuti's songs? Are you telling me that we are playing his style?
No, we are not.
We brought a new style. This generation, we brought a different new style.
And every generation, there are always people who bring the sound.
Why name it the old name? All this was happening because they didn't want some of us to actually sit at the level where you are supposed to sit, where you're supposed to give kudos to people, give them their. These people brought a new genre of music and they named it like this, and that's how that name should have stayed.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to argue it.
But it's not bad for the Afrobeat.
Because people could be wrong.
Because hip hop is already taken. So the Afrobeat is ours. So it's not bad.
Afro was ours. That's what I thought. Hip hop was taken by the West already as a name. Americans had hip hop as a name. Okay, so if we have that kind of thing in Africa, what should we call it? We should not let it remain as hip hop.
Yes.
It's Afro. It's different because the language here is different.
Yes. You're right.
But like I said, it's always debatable. So it's not something I'm going to stamp my legs on and say, no, it must be like this forever. No. So if we could marry Afrobeat and leave it like that and say, okay, let's leave it at Afrobeat. No problem. But I know that Felasha, inside the grave, when he's thinking about it, these people, they take the name, my name, the name of my music. They will name their own music name.
Yes. Is it where you met? I wanted to ask, was it when you met Kennis on that show, or when you recorded?
No, we have not met Kennis. That's why the story is very sweet. We have not met Kennis. I'm taking you through it one by one.
So you actually had this recording to come to record and record.